I am convinced that Christians have the obligation to protect and preserve the true gospel of Jesus Christ. That is one of the main reasons why I continue showing the false gospel presented by Seventh-day Adventist organization. People like Walter Veth, Doug Batchelor, and other paid apologists within the Seventh-day Adventist organization should not be empowered through silence, but should be confronted with the false gospel, the false doctrines that they are teaching that does harm to other people. Further, they should never be empowered by their own people who remain silent in the pews without questioning the false gospel being presented by the paid apologist of the Seventh-day Adventist organization. I want to read you from 1 Timothy chapter 1, beginning at verse 3, a warning Paul gives us about false teachers of the law. And it appears that the Adventists have come nothing more than Judaizers, modern-day Judaizers to me. Starting in chapter 1 of 1 Timothy, verse 3, as I urge you when I went to Macedonia, stay in Ephesus, so that you may command certain men not to teach false doctrines any longer, nor to devote themselves to myths and endless genealogies. These promote controversy rather than God's work, which is by faith. The goal of this command is love, which comes from a pure heart and a good conscience and sincere faith. So some have wandered away from these and turned to meaningless talk. They want to be teachers of the law, but they do not know what they're talking about or what they are confidently affirm. Now I want to go over to Galatians chapter 1 and begin reading in verse 6. Galatians chapter 1, verse 6. I'm astounded that you are so quickly deserted from the one who called you by the grace of Christ and are turning to a different gospel, which is no gospel at all. Evidently, some people are throwing you into confusion and are trying to pervert the gospel of Christ. But even if we or an angel from heaven should preach a gospel other than the one we preach to you, let him be eternally condemned. For we have already said, and now say again, if anybody is preaching to you a gospel other than what you have accepted, let him be eternally condemned. That is one of the main reasons I continue to show the false teachings of people like Veth, Batchelor, and other paid apologists from the Seventh-day Adventist organization. And will continue to do so in my upcoming videos to present the false gospel that they're showing people. And I, for one, will not empower them by remaining silent. I will not empower them by remaining or sitting on the sidelines while such false gospels are being presented. I will be presenting some things that present members of the Seventh-day Adventist organization have probably not even heard, much less taken the time to try to study, and showing you just how wrong such paid apologists for the Seventh-day Adventist organizations are in misleading you and carrying you away through a perverted gospel of Jesus Christ. Until that time, this has been Golly saying, God bless.